hey, 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 hey. Wow. Wow, Johnny. I didn't realize it sounded so, You are killing me, man. I didn't think that was coming. And you know what's funny? Is it wasn't until the third hey that I realized what that was. And so I'm listening to them going, what the hell is that? Hey, 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 hey. Again,
that's your best yet, dude.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. But, yeah.
Oh, man.
I need to, when I think something's a good idea, maybe I just need to take a step back.
No, sir. Don't ever change.
Don't do that.
Don't ever change.
Please.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. Moving right along. Hey, by the way, I want to tell people a couple of things.
Okay.
Number one.
Hey.
Number one, be on the lookout for a billboard.
Bolo.
What?
Bolo.
Bolo?
Be on the lookout.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
Oh, so maybe I need more coffee to keep up with you guys, man, because I didn't catch that one. I'm going to be on a billboard.
All right, brother Dan.
Now, here's what you need to look for.
A big word that says hey?
Yes, you're going to say hey on it.
Tell us, brother Dan. This is awesome.
Here's what you need to look for.
All right.
A big, shiny forehead.
All right. The shining beacon of truth.
Yes, sir.
So, me, Murphy, and Hand, we're doing the thing at the Glock store.
Right.
And the Glock store has all kinds of billboards. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to take a picture of the three of us. Now,
did the camera survive?
Camera survived.
All right.
But the problem is that when they took the photo, you've got light that is literally shining off of my forehead.
All right.
And so they send me, now forget about the fact that I'm like 4 feet shorter than everybody else, but my forehead, and I said, and Chris and Matt, you know, in the group email, they're like, oh, the picture's great, right? And then I look at it and I'm like, can you do something about my head? Does nobody else see what I see? So they've got a great like marketing department or whatever over at the Glock store. So oh yeah, we can fix that. We can pat that down a little bit. So then they triumphantly send the photo back of the photoshopping of my forehead, the old one and the new one.
Yeah.
All right.
They're the same.
It's the same. It's the exact same. So then, of course, you know, Murphy starts chiming in with all of his little hysterical, you know, comments and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and of course the, you know, that's not a forehead, Mandis, that's a 5 head. You know, that joke never gets old. So I'm wearing a hat today because I feel insecure.
Well, just wait till that billboard goes up, brother Dan. I'm sure you.
Hey. And so what do? What do I do when I feel insecure? I throw that down, and I've got 3.5 hours of this radio broadcast left. Please don't play that when
Chris Hand's here.
Please don't play that when Amy gets up, because I would like to have, you know, marital relations at some point in my life. And I think that just might ruin it for both of us.
Marital relations.
Anyway.
Hey, Dan, can you use that voice again?
Oh, brother Dan, I love you, man.
Yes, we do.
All right, so where did we want to go with this? I know I had a direction.
Well,
yeah, you did.
Yeah, you got to tell us about the hey.
Yeah, I mean,
all right, so we all know what the Brat Pack is, right?
Right.
Yes.
So Andrew McCarthy, who is one of the Brat Packers, of course, he is going to be doing a documentary.
Yes, I've seen this.
On the Brat Pack. Johnny needs some audio.
If you were coming of age in the 1980s, the Brat Pack was near the center of your cultural awareness. But for those of us experiencing it from the inside, the Brat Pack was something very different.
Yeah, I cannot wait for this. Now,
Yeah.
I mean, I lived for those movies. You got your Weird Science.
That's one of my favorite.
You got, my favorite, of course, clearly is The Breakfast Club for a couple of different reasons.
That's a good one, yes.
That was an excellent movie.
And 16 Candles. You got your 16 Candles. Now,
Automobile? Dom? Where's my automobile?
Long Duck Dong. Is
Long Duck Dong.
What year was that? Do we know?
That was 84.
Oh, the 80s.
I remember going to see that movie and Long Duck Dong. And so I'm
my.
like, 15, 16 years old. My friends, and we could not get over the whole Long Duck Dong thing.
That was genius.
It was. So for the next couple of weeks at school, I mean, we were long duck donging all over the place. It was just very funny. Do you guys, did you guys have a favorite?
Just the sound of that was
The long duck donging all over the place.
Yeah, that's
I guess my favorite. Man, that's hard.
that'd have to be The Breakfast Club for me.
Okay.
I enjoyed that movie, and I liked all of the characters in it. I think we could identify with at least one, maybe all of them, in some way.
The Outsiders and Red Dawn were real
Is
close
The
for me.
Outsiders considered we might have a bit of controversy here,
Yeah.
Ken, because I'm not sure if The Outsiders was considered a Brat Pack movie.
Well, Emilio Estevez, Rob Lowe.
Yeah, it's true.
I guess maybe that's true. I consider The Outsiders pre-Brat Pack.
Well, I mean, I guess they weren't all in that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's pick one that has a majority of the, I guess.
About
the
Last Night was good.
Now, see, I've never seen that.
About Last Night, though, was sort of post-Brat Pack because they were now older.
That's true.
So I want to get real specific
Boy,
here.
you are being really picky.
All right, so if we're getting into where most of the Brat Pack, I guess most of them are in one movie. I guess I'd have to say The Breakfast Club. No, I'm going 16 Candles because of Long Duck Dong.
St. Elmo's Fire. Now, St. Elmo's Fire, that's a Brat Pack movie, but
It was.
they were older.
Yeah.
They were older, but still Brat Pack.
Yeah.
And it's 80s.
Yep.
I've told this story before about when I made Amy watch St. Elmo's Fire, and she hated it.
Really?
She absolutely hated it. She was like, I'm not sure if they're just reinforcing cliches or if this where the cliches actually originated, but that is a terrible movie.
Wow.
Weird Science was good too. Boy, Kelly LeBlanc.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
All right.
Woo. Yeah.
All right. So you guys want to be like piggish males?
All right.
So
Why not? We are.
who's prettier? Demi Moore. Who's the best looking Brat Packer?
Okay.
You had Ali Sheedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had Molly Ringwald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had Demi Moore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'd go Demi.
Demi.
Yeah, she was very sexy.
Okay. So you're going Demi? What are you saying, Ken?
Molly Ringwald. I had a strange attraction to Molly Ringwald.
I have a thing for redheads, so I got to go Molly Ringwald.
Well, she did nothing for me. Sorry.
No?
No.
Okay. Kenny
No.
says Demi Moore all the way. 7967 says your wife is correct. That's okay. You can be wrong along with my wife. By the way, this sounds like a really cool documentary. It's going to be coming out on June, sometime in June, early June.
So I thought it might be interesting to try and contact everyone who is in the Brat Pack. Hey, Emilio Estevez. This is Andrew McCarthy calling you. Hey, Allie. Hey, Demi. Hey, Molly. Let's call Rob. Hello? Judd?
Yeah.
Judd Nelson.
Judd Nelson, man.
Nelson.
Yes, sir.
And
Great actor.
whatever happened to him?
I don't know.
Like, a lot of these Brat Packers.
Well, he was on a series for a while, I think, in the early 2000s.
Judd Nelson?
I think you're right.
I
Ken.
believe so.
Rob Lowe, of course, he had some fun, I think, in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Remember that
he
whole
did.
thing?
Oh, yeah. That was a big story.
At the DNC,
Yes.
where he,
Yeah. He had.
I almost converted into a long duck dong joke
That's probably not.
But I'm not going to do that.
I would not.
But
at this point,
he was in West Wing.
Yes, he was.
Rob Lowe was in West Wing, and he was really good.
Remember him in Parks and Rec?
Yes, he was very good in that.
He was outstanding in Parks and Rec.
He was.
Kenny says Rob Lowe pisses me off because he doesn't age. That is true.
He doesn't.
No, he does not.
That is absolutely true.
Now, Andrew McCarthy, to me, the most fun movie he ever made, and this wasn't Brat Pack time, I don't think, after that, but Weekend at Bernie's. That was a fantastic
That was
movie.
a good movie.
Yes, that was hilarious. And feels apropos today.
Yeah, it does.
With our president, yeah.
I
can see those two guys holding Biden up.
That's very funny.
At the beach.
Andrew McCarthy was also in Melrose Place.
Yes, he was.
And which was, of course, the adult version of Beverly Hills 90210. And
he was in Class, too, with Jacqueline Bisset.
Yes, he was.
And Rob Lowe.
Oh,
he
Jacqueline
was.
Bisset.
He was.
Oh,
Son of a biscuit eater.
Lord have mercy. Put a spring in a man's step, that girl would.
They say Rob Lowe was in Wayne's World. Did I miss that?
Yes, he was.
Peter?
Yeah,
Okay.
he owned the he bought the show. Remember?
I
and
never.
he romanced the love interest. What was her name? Tia Carrera, something like that.
I don't know. 5294 Mannequin. Great. Movie.
Yes.
Mannequin.
Yes, he was in that as well.
That was Kelly LeBlanc, too, wasn't
No,
it?
it was not. That was Kim Cattrall.
Oh, yeah.
All right, somebody's gonna have to help me. Oh, Anthony Michael Hall.
Yes.
Yes, Anthony Michael Hall, Weird Science, man. He was great.
And he does not look like himself anymore.
No. Do you know? Do you guys ever watch? It's really cheesy, but the Def Leppard, it's almost like a mockumentary, but it's a Def Leppard movie. It's about Def Leppard, and Anthony Michael Hall played Mutt Lange, and it just, first of all, it's a bad movie. But I really liked it because I love Def Leppard, and I had no idea that was Anthony Michael Hall. You know who figured that out? My wife, who also hated that movie. Yeah, she doesn't like any of the movies that I like.
Wow.
Now, he made, he had a pretty good role in these new Halloween movies.
Yes, and he played in something where he played a Trump-like character. I can't remember which series it was.
Okay.
But he was very... Oh, yeah, I know what it was. It was Psych. He came off very much like a Donald Trump.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, yeah.
But see, that's fun.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He did a great job, but I didn't recognize him.
I think it was 1303 says that he missed us. He was in Europe for 13 days, and when I signed on today, I always like this when the first text that I get from the Members Nutrition Super Text line is one that is so incredibly positive.
Yes.
And so he sent a note in, and he said he'd been in Europe for 12, 13 days, and he was missing Nashville's morning news, and he said it was good to hear my voice.
So, and
thank you.
What was his name on the?
I think it was 1303.
Hey, 1303.
Hey. I think he sent the text before I did that. You know what? We're gonna have to put a kibosh on that thing, Johnny, because that is just, I didn't realize, man. I was trying to do the song.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do.
But without the drums, the guitar, and the bass, it just sounds a little, San Francisco-like.
Had I not been privy to inside information, I would have had no idea what you were doing.
No, we wouldn't have.
But the fact that I knew what you were doing, that made it even better.
Well, people are like, why is Mandis doing Fat Albert? It's like, come on, man.
I don't think it was Fat Albert.
No. Yeah. Might have been Flamin' Albert.
Lighting the loafers, Albert.
Oh, man.
Flamin' Albert.
Guys, I gotta get your take on something.
All right, let's hear it, Brother
We've been
Johnny
talking about
B.
the Brat Pack, but we are part of the boomer generation.
Yes.
And baby boomer generation. And MSN has come out with the top 20 bands and acts for our generation.
Okay.
Now, we're not going to go through all the 20, but these are the top 10.
Okay.
Coming in at number 10, Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Solo.
Really? For the boomers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I agree with that, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. Number 9, Simon and Garfunkel.
Okay, I'm going to have to look up what years are the boomer generation?
Boomer generation is you're between like 57, 75 years old.
It's right before Gen X.
Yes.
Okay, so Simon and Garfunkel, no offense, folks, but if you're into Simon and Garfunkel, you're probably over 60? Is that fair to say?
I would think you're over 70, actually.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're over
see,
70.
It's funny. I was trying to be nice, but all right, go ahead. Next.
Number 8, I can agree with this one, Fleetwood Mac.
All right.
Because they were huge.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it gets kind of... Number 7, Aretha Franklin.
Who came up with this list?
Well, it's somebody on MSN who's got to be a liberal.
Yeah.
But I love Aretha Franklin, but I don't know if I would say she was in the top 10
Of bands?
and acts that
okay.
were popular with the baby boomer generation.
Okay.
Number 6, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, for the love of God. This has to be a joke.
No, I mean, these folks are serious.
That's more Gen X.
Number 5, The Temptations.
That's boomer.
Yeah, but once again, you're talking about...
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with the Temptations.
I love the Temptations.
Boomers are, I looked it up here, between 70 and 78 years old right now. You've got baby boomers, I guess.
Well, this is a baby boomer generation.
And then, yeah, okay.
Is what they're saying this is.
And boomers are 60 to 69. Keep going.
Okay, so this is the baby boomer generation.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Tina Turner.
Okay. You know what? It's so funny. I've given up on this list.
Yeah, I mean,
they're clearly dumb.
Yeah, number 3, Ray Charles. Once again, love Ray Charles.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
Charles.
But I don't remember people really of my generation being that.
Right.
Number 2, Dolly Parton. I love Dolly Parton. But
Yeah.
but I can think of other country acts like Kenny Rogers. You had Willie Nelson that had much bigger.
Yep.
Nothing against Dolly, 'cause I love Dolly. Feel
Right.
sacrilegious saying this, but to be number 2.
And she really came into her own if I'm not mistaken, really became iconic in the 80s.
Yes, when she started doing movies and
Yeah.
like 9 to 5 and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, The Supremes.
Whatever.
I'll give that for the boomers.
I don't know about number 1 though. I mean,
number 1?
Where's the Beatles? Where are the Stones?
Yeah.
No Beatles, no Stones,
No Journey?
Who, no Journey.
Yeah, but Journey's Gen X. Journey's not boomer.
I don't know.
No, I
Ken.
think Journey could be boom.
I think they could be baby boomer.
Here's the deal, because Ken, the members of Journey are in their 70s, and you were talking about baby boomers. The baby boomers.
Oh, you're
are
talking
60
about
to 69.
pre-Steve Perry Journey.
No, Perry was in 1977.
Yeah.
That's when he came into Journey. So yeah.
Yeah, and then Fleetwood Mac was really huge. So basically, they're talking about our generation.
Yeah.
And I'm not buying this list.
I'm not buying the list either. Very quickly, Johnny, because now I've piqued my curiosity, or you've piqued my curiosity. Can you go through the 20 to 11? Do you have that up?
Yeah, it'll take a while. Hang on.
We don't have a while.
I know we don't.
You know what? We'll save.
I will say.
We'll save it for Chris Hand.
The Beatles were in 12th. The Eagles were above them.
Okay.
And then the Stones didn't even show up in the top 20.
Yeah,
That is
see,
insanity.
that's
So this list was totally
that's
bust to me.
yeah. There's a problem with that. It's flawed.
Yes, it is flawed.
It is flawed.
It's fake news. Should it have me on there? Your favorite president?
Well, it's just like this new Apple Music top 100 albums that they came out with of all time. There's not one Rolling Stones album in it.
So what do they have against the Stones?
I don't know.
I don't get that one at all.
Like, are they, and I don't know this, are they considered, are the Stones liked by critics?
They always have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the critics much.
It just depends on who's putting the list together.
Exactly.